All right. Should we go on for more comics? More comics? Okay. The next person knows who he is, and then we're going to have Shelly Hamilton, and then we're going to have Mark King. But first, let's give it up for Bob Green, everyone.
I'm Bob Green, and a great study came out today that said that short men live longer than tall men. It was big news today. I don't know if you saw it. And of course, that firmly convinces why women want to find rich, tall men. And also, other great news you probably heard. The first gay football player in the NFL came out. Michael Sam came out of the closet. We have our first professional gay football player, which is really great. But of course, wait till the first bye week. You'll have to think about it tomorrow. They would know when they drafted him that he played both ways, right? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I'm bald, right? Right? You're thinking that I'm bald, right? I'm not bald. But I'm not bald. I'm shaved, right? There's a big difference between bald and shaved, right? Shaved men determine the time and the place of their hair loss. Bald men wimpily let nature decide, and they do like silly things like comb overs, get perms, and get hair pieces, right? When I used to have that little crown of hair, right? That little crown of hair. My hairs were clinging on for their life, you know. I looked like Worf from Star Trek. Star Trek? You know Star Trek in your country, Worf. You're not gonna get my joke if you don't know Worf from Star Trek. And it was awful. I hated being bald, so I tried everything. So of course, first thing I did was I grew my hair long and I kind of combed it over. And I looked terrible because I didn't look like Donald Trump. I looked more like Adolf Hitler at the time. And then I got a perm. Next, I got a perm that everybody does, and I was kind of silly with the perm. And then, as I was losing a lot of hair, or as I say, went to that place of Hairmageddon, I decided to do something really desperate, and I got a hairpiece. I really did. It was back in like 1988. I got a hairpiece, and I wore a hairpiece. And I really hated the hairpiece from the moment I got it. And there were three reasons I hated the hairpiece. Reason number one is all my friends would introduce me, this is Bob and that's his hair. The second reason I hated it is it was kept on with like two-way tape, reversible tape, right? So when I'd get sweaty, it would get loose. So more than once, I was having sex with a woman, my hair would start flapping again, right? And that was really humiliating. And then the worst thing of all is, I'm not a good primper. You really have to primp. Like you girls do it. You're in the bathroom for 5 minutes. I'm not good at that. So with a hairpiece, the hair on top gets flat and on the sides kind of poofy. So I would never kind of poop that out, so I'd walk around looking like a penis head everywhere I went. And that was bad, and I really wanted to get rid of the hairpiece desperately, but I couldn't. And I couldn't because if I did, I'd be admitting that my friends and my family were right. So I couldn't, but then it was like, the year was 1988, and some really important things happened in my life that year. Number one, Michael Jordan was MVP of the NBA, and he shaved his head. Number two, Sean Connery was voted sexiest man alive, and he shaved his head. And Patrick Stewart became captain of the USS Enterprise, and he shaved his head too. She knows I'm a major Star Trek fan. And I learned other important things by shaving my head. First thing I learned is something a lot of women know, is that when you shave, you don't lose hair, you gain a larger sex organ, right? Secondly, shaved men are heroes, like Bruce Willis, The Rock, Mr. Clean. Bald men are villains, like John Malkovich, Vladimir Putin, Elmer Fudd. Shaved men are NBA stars like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Bald men are their coaches. And most importantly, shaved men are starship captains. Bald men are the Klingons. Anyway, I'm Bob Green. Thanks a lot.
Bob Green, everyone. The comic stylings of Bob Green.